Guys, what's up? And as you see the title below, yes, I am doing this once again because, as I've mentioned before, I like to do it maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times a year to kind of get the point across, if you will. But as I've said before, and I'll say again, I believe truly that the time is definitely now for a female musical artist, female singer, up and coming or established, to potentially do a version, if you will. Doesn't have to be a straight up remake or anything like that, but maybe a video tribute, if you will, to the 1986 Peter Gabriel Sledgehammer video. And the reason I say it like that is because of the fact that, it's one thing to do your own version of the song. It's one thing to do your own version of the song, as a cover, and then maybe do a video to accompany it, if you will. It's one thing to do that, but it's also another to do a video, homage, paying homage, if you will, to the original video. One group did this. I can't think of the name right now, but the song was something along the lines of "Keep Your Eyes on the Road" or something. And it was a tribute. It was a tribute video to the '86, video by Peter Gabriel, and people liked it. Even Peter enjoyed what he saw, and even I think retweeted it or liked it and told people about it. And if you have this group willing to do it and throw their own little what's the word I'm looking for, throw their own little ideas in there as well, kind of mix it together, then that definitely tells me that they wanted to pay tribute, they wanted to pay homage to this video, as well as basically bring their own flavor to it. And like I said, Gabriel liked it very much. And then there was another group that tried to do a cover of the song along with doing a cover of the video. And it felt more like a parody, if you will. But, they did what they could. But to me, if I'm going to be honest, I think if you have, a female artist, up and coming or established, singer, if you will, that, has a song that can lend itself to being like, being like a Sledgehammer inspired, song for a video. What I'm trying to say there. If you have a female artist up and coming or established that has a song that could, inspire and lend itself to being a part of a video, that's what I was trying to say, like Sledgehammer, then honestly, I believe that's all you really need. That's really all you need, to a point. That's all you really need. I mean, there's a lot of, like I said, up and coming and established female singers / artists out there that I believe could really do that. You have FKA Twigs, who's coming back. She's been doing some new stuff lately. You have Pink that's out there, as some people put it, Katy Perry, if she wanted to do it, Billie Eilish, if you will, if she wanted to do it. You have a lot of, people out there. You have, some that I can't even think off the top of my head that I know would relish, would enjoy doing that kind of a video for the song. And I don't think they would have a problem. I don't think they really do. Really, not really do, but I don't think they really would have a problem or anything doing it. I really don't, if I'm going to be honest. And as I've mentioned before, with today's technology, with the technology we have today, a video like this could be done in no time flat. I mean, there are a lot of animated films, animated series, if you will, that have basically used computer animation to make their animation look identical to things like stop motion, identical to claymation, pixelization, puppetry. they've done this. They've done this several times. One of the best examples that I was able to watch over the break was Book of Life. Book of Life, which I finally got to sit down and watch, which is, I think is honestly really, really good. You should check that out. Is a prime example of that. It is a prime example of that. Straight up prime example. And I think if you look at something like that, as well as some other stories that have even come out in the past year, movies and stuff, then again, it's possible for it to happen. It is possible to make it a reality. And like I said, there's a lot of established female singers, artists, if you will, as well as up and coming, that I believe could really, benefit from doing something like that. Especially the up and coming female talent. I truly believe they could benefit from something like doing a Sledgehammer like music video for the song. I really do. And there's a lot of those up and coming talents that do realize that. And you can see sometimes in the videos that maybe there was a little bit of inspiration taken from Sledgehammer, but not to that full length, not to that full, that full extent, if you will, that full realization that it could have been. But you can see that maybe there's a bit of inspiration. And to me, like I said, when you look at the history of how Peter Gabriel really got on the map as a solo artist, he had all his hits before, like Salisbury Hill and what is it? Shock the Monkey and all that, and then afterwards he had Big Time, he had Steam, he had Digging in the Dirt, stuff like that. None of them came close to what Sledgehammer was, and Sledgehammer put him on the map as a solo artist, creatively and singing-wise. I mean, people knew he could sing from his days in Genesis, but, the thing is, when you would hear Sledgehammer and you'd see that creativity that he had, coming out, along with this great upbeat song, then, to me, that honestly put a virtual unknown as a solo act on the map. In a way that I don't even think he expected. Because he went on to make history with a record-setting, 7, 8, 9 MTV Video Music Awards? So, if something like Sledgehammer, the music video for his song of the same name, was willing to put him on the map as a solo artist, not just singing-wise, but creatively, then imagine what something like doing a Sledgehammer-inspired video for an up-and-coming female artist could do for them today. And like I said, the technology is out there. The technology, my friends, is out there. And I think a lot of them know that. A lot of them know that, and a lot of them realize that. So to me, I think it's just a matter of time. But it's up to them. Honestly, it's up to them if they want to do this. It's up to them if they want to go out and do this. And I think, honestly, they realize, those up and coming, and sometimes, and even to an extent, I should say, established female singers and artists realize the opportunity that is there if they try to go for it. Because if you really want to get it put on the map, if you really want to be put on the map, that will do it. I mean, I can tell you one thing. When we were going through the pandemic and things were shut down, one of the most watched videos on YouTube and one of the more reacted videos posted on YouTube were people reacting to Sledgehammer. Not just the song, but the video, and being surprised by its creativity. And also being surprised that creativity came out a little over 35 years ago. So to them, if they could be impressed by something like that was made a little over 35 years ago, imagine how impressed they could be with someone, a female artist up and coming or established, doing that for their own song, and in this case, doing it by using technology that wasn't really available that much back then, but is now. Imagine how impressed they would be, if you will. Now I know there might be one out there. I know there might be one out there, not just North American wise, but internationally. That's close to what I'm suggesting and hoping and saying the time is now for. I'm pretty sure there is one out there. And if you guys do know of one from a female artist internationally or independently that I'm not even seeing, that's close to paying homage video-wise to Sledgehammer, let me know down in the comments as well as in the live chat. But to me, once again, and I'm going to probably continue saying this 2 or 3 more times this year, the time is now. The time is now, for a female artist, up and coming or established, to do their own Sledgehammer-inspired music video for their own song. The time is now. We got the technology to do it, and that's all I'm going to say. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on the fact that the timing of this happening? Do you think the time is indeed now? Do you think the technology is there for them to make it happen? What are your thoughts? Who do you think up and coming or established should do it? And that's about it. And also let me know if there is anybody currently that I don't know about, independent-wise or internationally, that has done something like this already, so I could check them out. But comment down below, and it's got to be female artist, singer, by the way, too. But again, comment down below, as well as in the live chat during the premiere. Like the video. Check me out at my Teespring store. Also check me out at BW Rose's Discussions, all your favorite audio podcast locations, except for Pandora. And if you're listening to the podcast on Anchor.fm, I am close to 300 podcasts, and listener support is activated. And if you're listening to podcasts on places like Spotify, or even, Apple Podcast, or Google Play, or Google Podcast, I should say, or Stitcher, if any one of them, like Spotify, offers video podcasting as an alternative to, listening, check that out too, because video podcasting is also available. And also check me out at BW Roses on Vimeo. Check me out at patreon.com/BW Roses to support me with a $1 or $3 tier. I am considering a $5 one for Q&A, so be on the lookout for that. If it does get announced, don't hold me to it. And also check me out at Venmo at Brian-Walmer-2 to help support there. But what are your thoughts, guys, overall? And let me know in the comments, as well as in the live chat during the premiere. Also, let me know if any female singer or artist internationally or independently has done something like this already, that I can check them out. And I will talk to y'all later.